Hi, my dear students and viewers. We have completed previous sessions, and I hope you understand well and clear the concept of the lessons. And I wish you having good marks in those two lessons, whatever the questions given for you. Given for you. So, shall I take you into another new lesson and somewhat different from other lessons? That means the first lesson I explained is town mouse and country mouse. It depicts the different attitudes of two characters who live in two different places. Whereas the previous one, the new blue dress, how a small gift can also change and also reform not only in that particular person but also sometimes leads to the entire society or entire particular area. But today's lesson is about a great scientist. So we are entering related to the scientific topic, that is C.V. Raman. So I think all of you have heard his name, C.V. Raman. What is full form of C.V. Raman? Chandra Bose Venkatram. So this C.V. Raman, in what way he has become famous? And what is specialty of this C.V. Raman? You know well how he became famous all over the world. How he became famous? By inventing Raman effect. By inventing Raman effect. After inventing the Raman effect, his name has brought into light not only in our country but also the entire world. So why he has become very famous? Because Raman effect, related to light, related to light, related to light. This parallelly, you have to know Compton effect. Compton effect. So these two effects we have to understand. Raman effect invented by Raman, it is related to light. Compton effect. Compton effect is invented by Professor Compton, related to X-rays. Related to X-rays. So, my dear students, when Professor Compton has won Nobel Prize for his invention of Compton effect, you know who feels very happy? Actually, your friend has got state first, or some other person has got state first. You observed it in the newspaper or on TV and so on. Who feels very happy on watching the news or hearing the news? Well, do you feel happy? If it is your friend, you feel happy, but an unknown person, then who feels happy? Only that particular person feels happy. That particular nation's people feel happy. That means when compared to others, and so on. But here, when Compton has been awarded Nobel Prize, Raman feels very happy. See, that is the twist here. Actually, on hearing the news of Compton winning Nobel Prize, Raman feels very happy. Why? Because Compton should feel happy, but Raman feels very happy. Why? Because Raman feels when Compton's invention of related to X-rays is right, his experiments related to light is also right. He feels like that. That's why he feels very happy. And he feels if my theorem is right, my invention is right, I too win the Nobel Prize. That's why he feels very happy. So actually, one association is there in India. Indian Association for cultivation of science. One association is there. Indian Association for Cultivation of Science. It's in Bangalore, in Bow Bazaar. C.V. Raman spent most of his time here only. Actually, C.V. Raman was born. C.V. Raman was born at Tiruchirappalli. At Tiruchirappalli in Tamil Nadu. At Tiruchirappalli in Tamil Nadu. See, my dear students, why I write these two? Here is a good grammar points also there. What I am using here? At. What I am using here? In. At Tiruchirappalli in Tamil Nadu. You know very well. This is a preposition. This is also a preposition. So later I explain you clearly when we use at and when we use in and so on. Let them aside. He was born at Tiruchirappalli in Tamil Nadu in 1888. In 1888. See boys, see my students, how beautiful the year of his birth, the year of his born. See, 1888. It's a beautiful year. Does anybody of you 1999? Among you, my dear students, if any of you were born 1999, there is a chance for you to become as great as C.V. Raman. It's a great year. Try your best. Try. Okay. 1888. This man completed his studies in India. After completion of his studies here, his parents were very keen to send him abroad. Very keen to send him abroad for higher studies. See, because father was also a physics teacher. C.V. Raman's father was also a physics teacher. So he wanted to send his son abroad. Abroad. What is meant by abroad? Abroad means foreign countries. Abroad means foreign countries. They want to send. Not only send, they were very keen. They were very keen means they were very much interested to send him foreign country, that means for abroad for his higher studies. But on being advised by British, that means by a doctor related to British English, he suggested the parents it is better for C.V. Raman to continue his higher studies in India only on health grounds. That means his health doesn't permit him to live or stay in foreign countries. That's why fathers, that's why his parents give up the hope of sending him to abroad and let him continue his studies in India only. He studied MA. He completed MA. And afterwards, he got a job in public administration. As the wish of his parents. Actually, every parent, what does he feel? What is his intention? Their children has to be educated somewhat. After completion of their education, they have to get some good job. Their life will be settled, and they have to get a certain income, and he would be married, and they had to their family life peacefully. These are the aspirations. These are the hopes of any parent. But if you say that I want to make some experiments, I want to spend all my time in the laboratories, I want to invent something for this world, I want to invent something for this country. If you say like that, parents feel somewhat difficulty and they fear of your future also. So he does not want make his parents feel difficulty, feel unhappy. So according to their wish, as an obedient son, he accepted the job and he went into the public administration. But how can his heart be in his job, where his heart was on fire for scientific experiments? His heart is always in science, but his job is totally different. That's why he made some option. What's that option? After completion of the office hours, that means he is doing his job well, as the wish of his parents. After completion of the office hours, he used to go to the laboratory. He used to make so many experiments. And he has made his wishes, all his dreams come true. So, I already told, this Indian Association for Cultivation of Science, he used to spend most of his time in this building, in this association. On one occasion, C.V. Raman was very busy in one of its laboratories, and showing his experiments, showing his instruments, what he invented to a visitor. You know, all his instruments are very, very, very less expensive. They are not expensive. He makes all his instruments with the things those are thrown away by others, and what others feel they are not useful. By making those objects, by taking those objects, he makes good instruments with a very, very less cost. You may surprise. You may wonder if I tell. I already told that Raman effect. He declared the Raman effect. He declared the Raman effect in 1928. In 1928, he declared the Raman effect. The world held it. Actually, it is the radiation. The world held it, named it. The world held it Raman effect. To invent the Raman effect, just the instrument he used is worth less than 200 rupees. Less than 200 rupees. See how beautiful it is, how intelligent he is. Some of the persons we are observing nowadays, those who are flying for abroad, those who are flying for foreign countries after completion of their education by blaming our country. What is this? What is here in our country? The government can't provide anything for us. The government has no funds for scientific experiments. Then why should we live here? If we go there, we have good laboratory facilities and we are free to move to make so many experiments and find something new. But Raman never feel like so. Raman always makes his experiments with limited instruments by making on his own, that too not very expensive. See, this is the best example which brought him Nobel Prize. The instrument, he used the instrument is just worth less than 200 rupees. So we have to adore him. When 1928 he discovered his Raman effect, the entire world praised him. And in 1930, he won the Nobel Prize. He won the Nobel Prize. He won the Nobel Prize for his invention of Raman effect. So you may ask, in what way C.V. Raman was totally different from other scientists? Yes, in what way he was different from other scientists is, number one, he fully studied in India only. In India only. He is the first Asian and non-white to win Nobel Prize. He was very much interested in optics. What is meant by optics? Optics means the science of light. So, by concentrating his brain, he invented Raman effect and won the Nobel Prize. In what way he was different, I already explained. He fully studied in India only. He never gone for any foreign country or abroad. Next, he is the first Asian and non-white to win the Nobel Prize. So, what do you get from the life of C.V. Raman? What message he conveyed? To the young scientist? So, what message he has conveyed to the young scientist is, he always used to say, the young scientist should not be confined to laboratories. The young scientists should not be confined to labs. That means they should not be confined. Confined means they should not always be imprisoned in the laboratories. They have to observe. the outer world. They have to observe the outer world. That means what is going on here? What is going on in the outer world? He has to observe. These two qualities every scientist should develop. And he also says that a scientist should have a scientist should have own thinking should have own thinking and hard work, but not the expensive instruments, That means what he used to say is, any scientist should have to develop his own thinking and he should work hard, but not for expensive instruments. For example, a good sophisticated laboratory is provided for you. The most expensive instruments are before you, but you have no creative thinking, you have no own thinking, and you are not in hard work. Then how can you invent something new to this world? He questions. So, if a young scientist develops these three qualities, surely he will be success in his career, and there is a chance for him to find something new to this world. Again, I am telling, what the three qualities the young scientist should develop? Number one, the young scientist should not be confined to laboratories. Number two, they have to observe the outer world. Number three, a scientist should have own thinking and hard work, but not the expensive instruments. So this is the main concept of the lesson. Right, students? So what you have understood from this lesson, the main points are like this. The number one, C.V. Raman was born at Tiruchirappalli in Tamil Nadu in 1888. His father was a physics teacher. Son, that means C.V. Raman was also interested in science. Especially he was interested in physics. After completion of his education, his parents were very keen to send him abroad, but on health grounds, it will not be worked out. Finally, he had to continue his studies in India. He completed his MA, and as per the wishes of the parents, he took the job in public administration, but his heart is in science, so he was on fire to make some scientific experiments. So he started thinking how he has to fulfill his wish. He has got an idea. After completion of the office hours, he went to the Indian Association for Cultivation of Science building, and he used to spend most of his time there. By making so many experiments, finally he succeeded in finding the Raman effect in 1928, and in 1930 he won the Nobel Prize in physics for his Raman effect. Parallelly, Compton effect is also there. Compton effect related to X-rays, whereas this Raman effect related to light. So after completion of this, he always used to make his experiments. He always used to make his experiments which are very, very less expensive. You may wonder that he has invented the Raman effect with the instrument worth which is less than 200 rupees. That's why he wants to give some message to the young scientists, that is, they never should be confined to the laboratories. They have to observe the outer world, and they should not look for the expensive instruments. They should rely on their own thinking and hardware. Right? I think, I hope you all enjoyed my lesson, and you have a got clear idea about this.